Did you know that over 50 species of snakes live across the United States, and most homeowners never know when one has been living in their yard? Here is the part that should really get your attention. Snakes are masters at staying hidden. They curl up under garden beds, behind wood piles, beneath patio stones, and near children's play areas. Most of the time, they are there long before you ever spot them. Today we are counting down 7 plants that homeowners and gardeners across the country swear by for making their yards less inviting to snakes. Some work because of powerful scents that snakes want nothing to do with. Others create physical barriers snakes prefer to avoid. And the plant at number 1 has such a deep, centuries-old connection to snakes that its name literally came from them. Stay with me all the way to number 1 because that final plant has one of the most surprising stories on this entire list. Real quick before we start. If you enjoy simple, practical ways to make your outdoor space safer and more beautiful, subscribe right now and turn on notifications. New videos every week. Now, one important thing to know up front. No plant can give you 100% snake-free yard. Snakes go where food, shelter, and safety are. What these plants do is make your yard feel a lot less welcoming to them. Think of them as one layer of defense, especially when combined with a clean, well-maintained yard. Short grass, no clutter, no standing water, no rodent problems. The plants do their part. You do your part. And together, snakes have a very good reason to go somewhere else. Let's count them down. Coming in at number 7 is a plant you have probably seen before but never thought of this way. Lemongrass. Most people know it from cooking or herbal tea. But lemongrass contains natural oils including citronella, the same compound used in mosquito-repelling candles. Snakes experience the world almost entirely through scent, using their tongue and a specialized organ in the roof of their mouth. Many gardeners believe the sharp oils in lemongrass create an environment snakes find deeply unpleasant. It grows in tall, dense clumps reaching 4 to 6 feet high, adds beautiful movement to a landscape, and thrives in warm, sunny climates. In colder areas, grow it in a container and bring it inside for winter. It also reduces mosquito activity and you can harvest it for cooking. Here is the interesting part. For centuries, people across Asia, Africa, and South America planted lemongrass around their homes believing its scent created a natural protective barrier. This is not a new idea. People figured this out a very long time ago. The plant in number 6 is a plant millions of Americans already have inside their homes right now and have no idea it has a reputation for keeping snakes away. At number 6 we have the snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. It is one of the most popular houseplants in the country. This plant is famous for being nearly impossible to kill. But it also shows up constantly in conversations about natural snake deterrence, and for good reason. Its leaves are stiff, upright, and sharply pointed. Planted closely together along a garden border or fence line, they form a dense, unwelcoming barrier. Snakes prefer clear, open paths where they can move quickly. A wall of rigid, pointed leaves is not something they want to push through. The leaves are tall and sword-shaped, dark green with lighter patterns and often a yellow edge. They handle heat, drought, shade, poor soil, and neglect better than almost any plant out there. Interesting fact. In several cultures around the world, the snake plant has long been placed near home entrances as a symbol of protection and good fortune. That tradition has been around for a very long time. Number 5 is one of the prettiest plants on this list, and most people have no idea why gardeners swear by it. At number 5, we have marigolds. Those bright orange, yellow, and golden blooms are hard to miss. But marigolds produce a strong, sharp scent from their leaves, roots, and flowers that is believed to be genuinely off-putting to snakes. Here is why that matters. Snakes do not just smell with their nose. They use their tongue to collect particles from the air and ground, then process them through a sensory organ to build a picture of their environment. Strong, concentrated plant scents can interfere with that process and make an area feel hostile or disorienting. Marigolds bloom from late spring through fall, grow 1 to 3 feet tall, thrive in full sun across the entire United States, and are one of the easiest flowers to grow from seed. Bonus, they are one of the best companion plants for vegetable gardens, naturally deterring aphids, whiteflies, and other damaging insects while attracting pollinators. Before we get to number 4, there is something critical most people skip over. Even the best plant on this list will not help much if your yard is already giving snakes everything they want. Tall grass, wood piles, dense brush, standing water, and especially rodents attract snakes far more effectively than any plant can repel them. Clean yard first. Plants second. That combination is what actually works. Number 4 might already be sitting in your kitchen. Garlic. Most people think of it as a cooking ingredient. But when garlic is disturbed, it releases sulfur compounds that create its famous sharp smell. Snakes, with their highly sensitive chemical detection system, are believed to find that sulfur smell deeply unpleasant. Garlic grows long green leaves above ground and develops bulbs beneath the soil. It prefers full sun and well-drained soil, grows almost everywhere in the United States, and rewards you with a real harvest you can use in the kitchen. Interesting fact: for hundreds of years, rural communities across Asia, Africa, and Europe planted garlic around their homes, believing its scent discouraged unwanted wildlife. That belief developed independently across many cultures around the world. That tells you something. We are now in the top 3. Number 3 is one most people have never heard of, yet it has one of the longest histories as a natural pest deterrent. Number 3 is wormwood, known scientifically as Artemisia absinthium. When I say this plant has a powerful smell, I mean powerful. It is earthy, intensely bitter, and almost aggressively strong. The moment you brush against it, you know it is there. And many gardeners believe that is exactly why snakes avoid areas where it grows. Wormwood has beautiful silvery, gray-green leaves with a soft, lacy texture that looks completely different from most garden plants. It loves full sun, tolerates poor soil, is extremely drought-resistant, and thrives where other plants struggle. Note: wormwood can affect nearby plants through the soil. Give it its own space or grow it in a container. Interesting fact: wormwood was a key ingredient in the famous European drink called absinthe, sometimes called the green fairy. It has been grown and valued by humans for over 1,000 years. Number 2 comes from a tradition that stretches across multiple continents, and people have planted it around their homes for generations specifically for protection. At number 2, West Indian basil, also known as clove basil. This is not the sweet basil you use for cooking. West Indian basil is bigger, bolder, and far more aromatic. Its scent is spicy, intense, and noticeable from several feet away on a warm day. Many homeowners believe that powerful aroma helps discourage snakes from settling nearby. In parts of West Africa, the Caribbean, and South Asia, this plant has been grown around homes and property boundaries for generations. This is traditional knowledge passed down over hundreds of years by people who lived closely with the land. It grows as a large, bushy herb with broad leaves and small flowers that pollinators love. In warm climates, it can reach 4 to 5 feet tall. It thrives in full sun and is ideal for southern states. Interesting fact: in many West African communities, no home garden is considered complete without West Indian basil near the entrance. It is seen as a plant of protection and strength, and that belief is simply part of how those gardens are built. And now we have reached number 1. The plant I have been teasing since the beginning. The one whose name literally came from snakes. Taking the top spot is black cohosh, commonly known as snakeroot. Why would anyone name a plant snakeroot? The answer goes back hundreds of years. Native American communities used black cohosh for traditional purposes, including treatments related to snake bites. Over time, it became so strongly associated with snakes, as both a remedy and a deterrent, that the name snakeroot stuck. Black cohosh contains natural compounds that give it a sharp, distinctive scent. Some researchers have noted these compounds share properties with substances found in commercial snake repellent products. The plant also grows in a dense, low canopy of large dark leaves that snakes, which depend on clear unobstructed paths, generally prefer to avoid. In summer, it sends up long, elegant white flower spikes rising 4 to 8 feet above the foliage. It is genuinely one of the most beautiful plants you can put in a yard. Unlike most plants on this list, black cohosh prefers partial shade and rich, moist soil, making it perfect for areas under trees, along shaded fence lines, and woodland corners where little else will grow. Once established, it comes back year after year with almost no maintenance. Interesting fact: black cohosh has become one of the most overharvested wild plants in North America. Growing it in your garden is not just smart for your yard. It is genuinely good for the species. If you only plant one thing from this list, let it be this one. And there you have it. 7 plants that homeowners and gardeners across the country believe help make their yards less welcoming to snakes. Quick recap. Number 7. Lemongrass. Powerful citronella oil snakes find overwhelming. Number 6. Snake plant. A dense physical barrier snakes prefer not to push through. Number 5. Marigold. A sharp scent that interferes with how snakes sense their environment. Number 4. Garlic. Sulfur compounds that snakes find deeply unpleasant. Number 3. Wormwood. One of the most intensely bitter scents in the plant world. Number 2. West Indian basil. Trusted across multiple continents for generations as a home protector. And number 1. Black cohosh. The plant literally named after its connection to snakes. Combine these with a clean yard, short grass, no clutter, and no rodent problems, and you give snakes every reason to go somewhere else. Now I want to hear from you. Which plant are you trying first? Drop it in the comments below. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss what we put out next. Because your backyard should be a place where you feel completely comfortable and safe. With the right plants and a little effort, you are already on your way there. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.